can you please host this little show? It's gonna make a big difference to comedy all over the world. So I said, are you sure about that? Because I'm the president of the US. You really want me to host? And she said, "Yes, sir. It'll be great for your career. It'll boost your approval ratings, and you are the only one who can save comedy all over the world." So I said no initially, but she was like, "Please, oh please, please, sir." So I decided, okay, I'm going to be hosting this show because nobody else can do a better job at hosting than me, the Donald. That's right. And it's great to have so many folks in the room. So, a kind request as we start this show, please, if you can, turn on your camera, turn on your audio. If there's no background noise, no background noise. Otherwise, I will have to mute you. And if there is continued disturbance, disturbance, I will have to deport you from this Zoom meeting, which I don't want to do, frankly. I'm a good guy. Trust me. Believe me when I say it. But if you can, turn on your camera, your audio, so that the performers can see your lovely faces, your beautiful faces, big, beautiful faces on the screen, and we can get started. So, this show is called Comedy 911. That's right, Comedy Humor 911, sorry. And we have a fabulous lineup today, a very good lineup. So, we have E.T. from Indonesia. Yes, he's waving hello at you. And we have Vikram Podar. I hope I said his name right. Vikram Podar. He's India's number one corporate comedian. Then we have Abhi from Malaysia. What a country, Malaysia. Then we have Sylvie coming from Canada, the 51st state of the US, hopefully soon, once I sign that executive order. And the final comedian of the lineup is Raisya from Indonesia. So we're going to get started, and it's good to see some of your faces. Hello, Somia. Yes, I am saying that correct. Somia, good to see you. Joe Fraser. Okay, that's a name I can say easily, very easily. Joe, good to see you. And yes, hi, hi, hi. YMCA. So let's get started. Okay, I see a comment. My mic has been canceled by a cop. Can't unmute because I have no mic. Okay, I'm going to deport this cop who canceled your mic. So rude. Because so rude. We need your laughter more than ever. Your great laughter. Your fantastic laughter. Yes, and whoever said that, we need you too. But if that's background noise, please mute, else deported or you're fired. Okay, so with that, we have our first comedian. First comedian. His name is E.T. It stands for Extraterrestrial Ganja Waja Waja Wa. That's his name. Ganja Waja Wa. And I hope he's not an alien. Otherwise, after this show, I have to deport him to space. Guys, do you think I should deport E.T. back to space? Give me a thumbs up. What do you think? Okay, Vikram, Joe, these two want me to deport him, but I don't see anybody else. Oh, so rude. Okay, so E.T., looks like you're in trouble. You're in big trouble, mister. But after this show, don't worry. I'll take care of you. So the floor is yours. The comedic voice of Indonesia. He is clever, relatable, delightfully unpredictable. Yes, he is E.T. The tone and your giggles will follow whatever he says. The floor is yours. Over to you, E.T. I am spotlighting you.
Okay, thank you to Donald, Mr. President. It's an honor to entertain all of you here, especially we have our president here. And yes, my brain quit its job and hilarious mental health confession. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it up for yourself. You made it here. Yes, which means your mental health is at least Wi-Fi stable. So recently my brain quit its job. Not a metaphorical, I'm tired. But an actual out of office. Resignation effective immediately. Kind of quit. I check my inbox and there it is. Subject, resignation. Too many meetings. Not enough snacks. Buddy, please accept my resignation. I will be available by appointment only. If your brain has ever sent you a passive-aggressive email, clap once. If your brain CC'd your ex, clap twice.
I think I got a glitch on my
Okay.
end. I don't know why I changed my profile picture. How do I change this? I don't know what happened. It's making me super horny.
Can someone please mute? Please mute.
Muted. Don't worry. Carry on.
Okay. And we all know small panics. Tiny things that act like they are life or death. Like opening the fridge and suddenly remembering that one thing you said at a party in 2000. Yes, you know. 13? Yes. My brain replies is like it's the World Cup final. It's like play the shame clip.
Put your
Full
face
volume.
On, put your full face on.
Hello everyone, please mute. Yes, thank you. I tried to fight it. I did the normal stuff. Breathe, count, and stare at the plant until it feels jut. But my brain is creative. It invented 3 new ways to worry last week. Well, the rule of 3 as always. 1. Worry that I offended someone. 2. Worry I forgot how to be a good person. And 3. Worry I used the wrong emoji in 2018 and now the universe will cancel me. So I made a plan. I told my brain, fine, you quit, I will hire a replacement. Interviews process included anxiety, optimism, and procrastination. Can someone? Okay. Anxiety showed up with like 50 slide PowerPoint titled Worst Case Scenarios. Optimism came late but had snacks. Procrastination asks if the interview could happen next week. And I hired them anyway. Now we have weekly stand-ups at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Procrastination, anxiety. What else? And rule of the 3 again. Shame, denial, creative excuse. And the final punch, I blame it on the bad barber. Yes, I think the bad barber of our president here, the Donald. And speaking of meetings, short bit to set up office analogy. Who here has a 2 a.m. meeting with themselves? Raise your head. Running a company with a brain that quit is like being the CEO of a haunted startup. There's a board every night at 2 a.m. Attendees panic, doubt, and that one weird idea you had in a taxi. Panic presents a spreadsheet, doubt asks for an extra budget, and the weird idea brings slides with glitter. I try to implement HR policies. I put no after hours worrying in the employee handbook. It lasted 12 minutes. Then my brain filled with maternity leave for creative overthinking. I asked HR, who signed the form? HR said, it's auto-signed by your anxiety. We treat our brains like bad employees, but expect them to run the whole company. Imagine telling an intern, handle finance, PR, and every birthday party, and then being surprised when the intern cries in the storage room. So I made 3 new rules. 1. I don't check emails after 9 p.m. unless it is a group chat thread. 2. I give my brain 1 real break a day, 10 minutes, no Zoom. And 3. I learn to thank my brain for trying, even when it brings snacks to the wrong meeting. Give it PTO, pillow time off. Now, family and culture. Everyone's family has a different mental health policy. My mom thinks tiredness is solved by rice and sugar. Friends in other countries, one hugs it out and one books 5 therapy session, 5 therapy session, and 5 therapy session. And my neighbor says, yo, chill, and hands you a smoothie. Different methods, same problem. We are trying to keep this fragile thing working. And quick experiment. I tried for a week. 3 small things. Walk for 10 minutes. Call for 1 person. And laugh at something silly. The walk cleared my head. The call reminded me I exist outside of my bedroom. The silly laugh was the best investment.
Hey,
Business tip for the business tip for entrepreneurs: turn worries into meetings. And when an anxious thought appears, give it a 15-minute slot. Call it anxiety status update. You will be amazed how often your brain misses the meeting. Penultimate bit. I don't want to sell a self-care seminar. I want us to treat our brains like employees who need coffee, not chainsaws. And call it brainstorming, not brainstorming. My brain didn't quit because it hated me. It quit because it needed better benefits. Give it PTO, pillow time off. And if you live tonight with one thing, be nicer to the person who carries your thoughts. Feed it snacks, give it naps, and stop scheduling 2 a.m. emergency meetings. Stop doing that. And you remember the opening email? The brain's resignation? Here is the final line of that email. P.S. If you rehire me, I want Mondays off and a better chair. Also, please stop sending me your ex Instagram on Fridays. So tonight, before your brain resigns again, do one thing. Text one person. You okay? Be the SR of your brain needs. My brain is still on the payroll. Part-time, and that's okay. Thank you. Be kind to your brain. Back to you.
Well, that was ET, everybody. ET, what a great set. What a great stuff. So, all of you, you know the drill. Please clap your hands for the one and only ET, all the way from Indonesia. And because of his great comedic set, I think I will reduce all tariffs on Indonesia in the immediate future. But still, because one second. Okay, I'm just setting up the timer again. Everything is computer nowadays. I never thought I would be hosting this show virtually. People say, Donald, you're the greatest, but quite frankly, I'm new to all this technology. It's new to me managing as a host for this great comedy room. And I have experience hosting another show. It's called The Apprentice. You all have heard of it, The Apprentice. And it was a very easy thing because all I had to do was say, You're fired, you're fired, you're fired. But here I can't even say you're fired because that's bad for my career, it seems. I have to stop saying you're fired and I have to say, Great comedic set. It's your turn. Welcome all the comedians. That's what I have to say now to keep my comedy and my political career alive. Alive. But guys, the real reason why I'm able to host is because we're on a shutdown and I have more free time at hand. Free time that gives me all the more. Yes, whoever laughed agrees with me. That's very true. And I see Gabe has his hand raised. Gabe, do you have a question or what's up?
Which Gabe are you talking to?
Gabe Owners, I see your hand is raised. Unless that's by accident.
No, I just wanted to say something.
Uh, what is it?
Somya, he sent me a meat picture.
Meat pic?
No, he sent me a meat pic privately, and I just wanted to report it.
Somya, did you send something to someone? Okay, I don't understand, because I don't know what is a meat pic, unfortunately, Gabe, but if there is something,
I might have sent it to somebody else as well. Maybe someone else.
Yeah, I received a meat picture.
Okay, I think we have to. Okay, I'm taking care of this. Sorry for the inconvenience. Just give me a moment. Give me a moment here. Quite frankly, I don't know what is a meat pic. It's
a picture of someone's penis.
Oh. Someone's. Okay, I can't say that. I just can't say that. Sorry.
I think Gabe is an idiot. Can you please remove him?
Yeah, he has been deported from this Zoom meeting for, making crank calls, for unnecessarily disrupting the show. And Somya, I believe you. You're trustworthy. Your camera's on, and I don't believe that if anyone is doing such a thing, their camera would be on. They would want to stay hidden, and I would have to send someone to hunt them down. So you're good to go. You're good to stay. And Soumya, I just realized you're the one who joined as SNL, right? The first time? Okay, because I thought if it was the real Saturday Night Live, I could maybe get a gig as the host there, but now that it's you, looks like my dreams have been dashed. It's okay. It's good to have you in the audience. And with that, we are going to move on to the next comedian. The next comedian, his name is Vikram Podar. Vikram Podar. I think I'm saying that correct. He is India's number one, I say, corporate comedian. Yes. So HR, work from home, complaints about the boss. I mean, don't encourage my employees to complain about me, but I just gotta say he's a great comedian. I have seen him perform, and there's nothing like a great corporate comedian. And with that, I will spotlight you as well. That's
Wow.
right. Welcome, and you have 10 minutes.
I'm guessing it's a very interesting experience to see yourself on camera, which is exactly how it feels like working in an office. I guess earlier there was some disturbance that happened in the room. A few disturbances happened, and I was like, it's Diwali in India, and this feels like a typical Indian joint family meeting. That somebody will do something inappropriate, everybody will complain about it, somebody will get thrown out of the room. I'm like, yes, it feels a lot like an Indian joint family. So happy Diwali to you guys from India. It feels very much like India. Um, I guess before I start my set, I'd just do a very quick survey. I am not a feminist, so all the women in the room who hate me, give me a cheer.
Why?
Because see, if you're cheering, you can't be feminist because you don't hate yourself. Now, all the male feminists in the room who hate me, give yourselves a cheer because nobody gives a fuck about it. But you guys are a nice audience. I want to tell you something that is really close to my heart. There's somebody who I miss today at the Diwali celebrations. I miss my late father. I wish he was here. And he was one of my greatest teachers, like one of my greatest teachers. So it's ironic that his death anniversary falls on 5th September, which is also Teachers' Day in India. So my dad's death anniversary and Teachers' Day in India fall on the same date. And what is even more ironic is that Teachers is also a brand of whiskey in India. So every year I get genuinely confused. Like, who was my best teacher? Was it my school teachers? Was it my dad, or was it teachers with soda?
Soda.
Yep, with soda, right? So I was thinking, okay, teachers give you knowledge, like school teachers give you knowledge, dads give you wisdom, and teachers with soda gives you confidence. To call your ex at 3 in the morning and ask her, baby, do you remember me at least? And she's like, who is this? But things have been challenging for me because I came from an all boys school. I went to an all boys school, and anybody who's been to an all boys school out here can probably relate. That means that the female teachers were always frustrated with us, and the male teachers were frustrated in general. Like India's national language is Hindi, and the Hindi teachers were always frustrated. There was a gentleman called Mr. Singh who had only two hobbies. He would call you a chore, a thief, even if you hadn't stolen anything. While he himself would steal consonants from your name. Like there was a guy whose name was Gaurav Vatsa, he would call him Vats. It's almost like he was editing him in real time. You can just imagine, like he's going, Vatsa, I'm now removing two letters. You are now called VAT. And the boys' school boys being assholes, they would call him VAT 69. Which is also a brand of whiskey in India. I know this is my second reference to whiskey so far, but guys, I want to promise you I'm not an alcoholic. Yet. But the Hindi language wasn't a real problem at my home. My mom used to teach me Hindi, we used to manage. My real problem was mathematics. I think a lot of us can relate to this. Mathematics being the real problem. And I'm sure some of you can relate to this. The real problem wasn't even mathematics. The real problem was my dad as the teacher. Because see, my dad was a genius at maths. And his bigger genius was thinking, perfect, I can teach my son. I don't need any tuition teacher or tutor. It doesn't work, right? That's like my mom, who's a therapist, deciding to be my therapist. You can just imagine if I went and told her mom I'm having relationship trouble. She's like, okay, who's this girl? Give me her phone number. I'll talk to her mother. I'm sure she's the problem. But I bombed badly in mathematics in my 10th grade exams, which is a huge big deal in India. Like 10th grade is very important. Bombing in maths is a major thing, right? So my dad felt guilty about it, and in 12th grade, he allowed me to take a maths tutor. And immediately after I got a tutor, I got 45 out of 50 in maths in 12th grade. So now anything happens bad in life, I blame my dad. Whenever something goes wrong, I just tell my dad, see, if you let me take tuitions in 10th grade, this problem wouldn't have happened. Like in India, your marks decide everything, what course you're going to pursue. Like it's like the order is like this: engineering, commerce, literature. And your prospects for an arranged marriage also go in the same way. You know, it's like engineering, commerce, literature. And if you're a comedian, you're not in the pecking order altogether. Like if my dad were alive, I think he could accept me doing comedy, but being unmarried at 42, I think that would have killed him. He would be like that, son, why are you not married yet? I would have told him the same thing. That's see, if you would let me take tuitions in 10th grade, I think I would have been married. But dad's true subject was not maths. It wasn't even maths. It was emotional blackmail. Like imagine this, okay? There's this India versus Pakistan cricket match going on, the Sahara Cup in 1996, and I'm massaging his feet. You know, it's like a very tender father-son moment. You're watching cricket, I'm massaging his feet, and in the middle of all this, an Indian wicket falls. You know, India loses a wicket, and I'm feeling upset. I'm traumatized. I'm hurt. And he consoled me the way only an Indian father could. He said, "See, Vicky, you stop pressing my feet. That's why India's wicket." I mean, I don't know how to deal with him. But there's one thing about my father, you know, you have to realize something. Despite coming from such a conservative background, he was very, very modern when it came to sex education. Like once my dad called me to his room and he was like, son, you know, just Vikram, ask me anything about sex that you were too afraid to ask. And I was like, too late, dad. Porn and my friends had already misinformed, right? Like, you know, your friends royally misinformed me. Like my one friend was so clueless about sex. When his girlfriend gave him a blowjob, he asked her, baby, did you come? Those who are not laughing don't have the data to validate the IC. But see, I'm making jokes about this. Me, I wasn't any better. Okay, like in 1996, we got the internet, and that's the same year I hit puberty. So I was so dumb. I thought the term dick is the universal term for genitals for both men and women. I thought whatever's down there is called dick. Now, Pamela Anderson was the porn star of our generation. So actually, I went and told my friend, bro, I downloaded Pamela Anderson's photo and I saw her dick. And my friend was like, how did you become such a fucking idiot? And then I told him, actually, my dad didn't let me take tuitions in 10th grade. But there's a thing about my dad, you know, like things started becoming very difficult for him. In 2013, his health had collapsed, and I had lost my investment banking job, and I had to start comedy from scratch as well. So it was like a complete Bollywood tragedy, you know, like a Bollywood movie tragedy. The only thing missing was a smuggled Mercedes car, like a Mustang or something, right? And when my dad's memory started going, I asked him the most important question: Dad, where have you kept the will? And my dad just ignored me. He ignored me like Mark Zuckerberg ignores questions like why are your own kids not on Instagram? Now, dad once told me he had a childhood dream, you know, that when he'd have enough money, he'd send a kite all the way to the moon, then he'd climb to the roof and watch it with a telescope. Now, dad's gone, but I want to make it happen. So, Elon Musk, if you're listening, for every dollar you put into this moon kite project, I'll get an Indian share trader to push up Tesla's share price from India. You can outsource your insider trading to India as well. And as I finish this, I just want to share, you know, India versus Australia, a cricket match is going on right now. Some of you might be aware of it, right? And there is a player out there called Rohit Sharma who's playing. He used to be the captain of the Indian cricket team, and he was very recently removed from his captaincy. It's been a major big deal. He's now playing under somebody who's much younger than him and who is the captain. So it's a very awkward situation. But I know what would happen if he had met my father. You know, if he had met my father would have told him the same thing. See, Rohit, it's because you stopped pressing my feet. That's why you lost India's captain. And if I had met Rohit Sharma, I know what I would have told him. See, Rohit, If my dad had let me take tuitions in 10th standard mathematics, I would have been India's captain instead. So, guys, I guess in the end, life taught me mathematics, dad taught me comedy. And if I ever get married, my wife will decide how much I charge for comedy shows. My name is Vikram Podar. You've been an amazing audience. Thank you so much. And back to your host, the Donald. Thank you for not deporting me. Thank you so much. And my Instagram handle is @Vikram Podar Comedian. I'll share it in the chat as well. Over to you, Trumps.
Yes, just a moment. Give it up for Vikram Podar, guys. One more round of applause because he has some great jokes. Great guy. What a fantastic guy. I learned a few things about cricket from him. I thought it was just another cheap knockoff of baseball, but I learned so much about cricket and its importance thanks to Vikram Podar. So, what a great guy. Thank you so much. And do follow him on his socials and support him. Help him get millions and millions of followers because that's what he deserves, just like all the fantastic comedians in this lineup. Honestly, all of them have talent, unlike the so-called Kimmel and Colbert. They're talentless. They have low ratings. Nobody cares. Nobody likes them. But these comedians are the real stars. So do support them because we need more such comedians. And one more message I have to say is I'm keeping this Zoom room safe again. So we had those crazy, crazy hecklers that nobody wanted, unnecessary messages. I think they're from a certain group of people I shall not name, but I deported them. And I'm keeping this Zoom room safe once again because I am the Donald. And but yes, this is all computer and I'm still new to computer. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your attention to this matter as I put on my Truth Social posts. And I gotta say, welcome to any new audiences who have come in. And if you, who was that? Okay, that was you, Lorna. You were the one laughing.
No, it wasn't me.
Okay, I was about to deport you, but then, okay, it's your voice. Good, good, good. What a world. What a world we live in, guys. Difficult to tell who is heckling and who's not. But I gotta say, new audience members, if you can turn on your camera, please do. If you can unmute, if there's no background noise, please do, because the remaining comedians on this lineup could use your laughter and your support for this show. So if you can, turn on your camera, turn on your audio. Okay? It's otherwise I'll have to sign an executive order making it mandatory very soon. So on that note, are you ready, guys, for your next comedian? Give me a clap of hands, thumbs up, or a YMCA dance, whichever works for you. Yes, because the next comedian, his name is Abi Tangia. That's right, Abi Tangia. Oh, he's in a church. Okay, he's in a church, and I gotta say, he's looking great. He's a terrific guy. I've known him for quite a while, and but I've been asked to read his introduction because that's the rule of Humor911. So he is the king of cool and the co-founder of Malaysia's improv troupe, Colorado Spontaneous. I hope I'm saying that right. Colorado Spontaneous. Abby is your guide for tonight's emotional roller coaster. Expect warmth, wit, and maybe a few improv surprises to keep the love flowing. Improv, what a word, improv. I look forward to this performance. So, over to you, Abby. You have 10 minutes on the clock, and the spotlight is yours.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Donald. Thank you also for agreeing to come to Malaysia next week. Our country just initiated a lockdown because of you, you prick. Our minister came and he said Malaysia is going to be in a lockdown for the next 5 days because of the ASEAN summit, and we'll have Donald Trump, we'll have Putin, we'll have a few other leaders, and then yesterday he comes and said, actually, we are not having a lockdown. It's just that we are going to close the roads so that you all can't come in, but they can come in. So I don't understand what's going on, but Donald, welcome to Malaysia. We hope that you will make our economy great again. And yeah, talking about economy, let me just summarize economy to you. My hairline is in recession. My body is in inflation.
Oh.
And thinking about these two, I'm in great depression.
Oh.
So, what is a recession? A recession is when your neighbor loses a job and then you feel sorry for him and you say, damn, that's... And then a depression is when you lose your job. How does that feel? That is a crisis, isn't it? That depression. You know what is a recovery? When the bastards who caused this recession and depression in the first place gets their jobs back. So that's a recovery. Yeah. And you know what? You have rich people coming around and telling, oh, this is a trickle-down economy. So you have to support the rich, and the rich will trickle down the wealth to you so that you get a little bit of money. No, I think you give me my money, you keep your money, and that is how economy works. You don't trickle down things to people. Economy is not good. Okay, let's move from economy to my father, since Vikram talked about his father. So I also must talk about my father because I'm Indian. So, my father, thanks to him, I believe in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, which is why I'm in church. But my father made me believe in astrology, because when he beat me up, I get to see the stars. Yeah. So, yeah, he passed away 3 years back. And then, I was sad when he died. When he died, I cried. I caused the floods. I'm causing the rainfall now. And if you have problems with the rain, it's because of me. Yep. So God bless his soul. All right. Next. I just wanted to include that. Let's talk about Grab. My problem with Grab is the name. Grab is this Malaysian e-hailing company which was purchased by Uber. So who in their right mind calls a e-hailing service Grab? You sound like perverts, I want to grab from town to restaurant. I want to grab from restaurant back to my house. And what do you call a Grab driver? A Grab. And when Grab merged with Uber, I got scared. What are they going to name the app? Grabber. There are 100,000 grabbers in Malaysia, grabbing people from one end to the other. We sound like kidnappers, you know. Who in their right mind names? And you look in the US, it's worse. Lyft. At least we just grab them. You know, in US, they lift people and go. And to stay safe, we have another app called AirAsia, because they did not want to name anything else. And then they played it safe. We'll just name everything AirAsia. AirAsia move, AirAsia ride, AirAsia fly, AirAsia stay, AirAsia this. So that's the safest. And the thing with Grab is, right, life is the box of chocolates. You don't know what Grab you are going to get. When you move from one end to the other end, the minute you come in, you don't know what kind of driver, whether he wants to talk to you, whether he don't want to talk to you, whether you think you need to talk to him, whether he thinks he needs to talk to you. And if he loves his race, he will play his music in a song which you don't understand, and you start regretting why you get into this Grab in the first place. And he takes you from one end to the other end, which comes to my next topic, online shopping. You know, recently, I found very weird things online. You have toilet papers with the face of Donald Trump. Nothing to do with our host. Nothing to do with our host. But yes, there are toilet papers with his face on it. I don't know why. You figure it out. And the next weird thing I found online is black pepper, pepper defender, pepper spray, specially formulated for men and women. Specially formulated for men and women. So that box has two pepper sprays. One is yellow, one is pink. Sorry, one is blue and one is pink. So you're walking down an alley and then a guy tries to rob you, you use the blue one. A girl tries to rob you, you use the pink one. If you're not sure, you use both. Then the next thing I found online is one of Donald Trump's favorite, a toy gun. A toy gun with the motto, give your child a happy childhood. Why would you write that on a toy gun? I'm sure it sold well in Iraq and Syria, and also the States and part of Canada. And let me end with this. The final thing I found online was a revelation. It was a silent LED alarm clock. Who in the world, in their right mind, will buy a silent LED alarm clock? What do you expect the alarm clock to do at 6 a.m.? And what do? You put the thing on snooze. And 5 minutes later, and you know, what happens if the alarm clock makes noise? Does it come with a warranty? You go to a shop and you say, excuse me, sir, I have to return this alarm clock because my silent alarm clock made noise. With that, I am going to return this stage back to the Donald. Thank you very much. My name is Abby. Over to you, Donald.
Wow, this technology is so difficult to handle. But thank you so much. Give it up for Abby once more, guys. Abby, so many things, managing the timer, managing the chat window, the participants window, and so many things. And I hear an echo as well. I love my voice a lot, but I don't need an echo to disturb or distract me from my task of hosting this show. So I have to say, Abby, you said certain things about me, but you're a great guy. I take them as jokes only. But if anybody says my face is on toilet paper, I have to say that's fake news. Okay? Fake news, big time. I'm not on the face of toilet papers. I'm on the face of the money of Wakanda. Yes, there's a country called Wakanda, and it loves me a lot. So it's got my face on their currency. They say, "Oh, King Donald, oh, King Donald, you are the one and only Black Panther." So that's the reality. That's the truth, my truth. So, but give it up, guys, for Abby once more. Are you guys enjoying this show? Am I keeping you all safe? I hope so. I believe I am. My approval ratings have never been higher than ever. Nobel Piece of Shit Award to Donald. Again, that's fake news. I'm getting the Nobel Comedy Prize. Yes, because I have saved comedy 7 times out of, no, not seven, 8 times now. 8 times I have saved comedy around the world. And also, I deported those hecklers and brought back peace to this room. So I get a Nobel Peace Prize and a Nobel Comedy Prize. So all of you here, nominate me, and I will win it for sure, bigly. So with that, we are coming to the final comedian of the lineup. The final comedian. Are you all ready? Yes. She is coming from Canada. Yes, soon to be the 51st state of the US. Once I signed that executive order on a beautiful piece of paper, and I will just say she is a powerhouse performer, a parody queen with the ukulele. Ukulele, what a word. Sylvie is her name, Sylvie Santoso. She spins everyday chaos into songs and side splitting stories. That's what she says. Don't laugh at that. But I gotta say, it's over to you, Sylvie. I'm spotlighting you. You also have 10 minutes, or if you want, you can go a little more. I'm
क्या हुआ?
feeling generous
नहीं
today,
मेरा हो गया।
so it's over to
हाँ बस थोड़ा 10 मिनट में खत्म।
you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, President Donald Trump. I believe that I don't want to be Canadian if we become 51st of the state of America. And I think everybody else also will move from Canada because of that. I don't know. I'm actually now in Australia. So thank you for the rain for Eddie. Yes, it's raining here. It's very, very, there's a lot of rain. And for the Grab things, I think it's because of Donald Trump. The Grab is have the name of the Grab, like the same, like the Grab her by the pussy stuff. So just want to remind everybody, yeah, although we don't like you, Donald Trump, but I understand there's a lot of stuff in the world that is because of you, including Grab. So yeah, I'm in Australia now. I'm doing a show here, and I'm moving around. I'm trying to be look decent I'm not sure whether that's the right words. To look decent. Usually I just stay in the like Airbnb, but the last time I stay in Airbnb, they put me in share room with another male. So I don't know whether they didn't know that I am not a male, or maybe they thought that might be something happened after. So that made me depressed because the male is like even younger than my son. So I don't know what to say. The first one was big, from I think it's another Australian, but it was like as big as oh no, not as big, as tall as the door sill. So it's really tall, and he smell. So I have difficulties to sleep because of the smell. That make me depressed because my smell is very very sensitive. Um, I think that's why I become a quality assurance in the beginning because I can smell and I can taste. So everything that you give me, I usually can describe the smell from every single things. Even when I cook or somebody cook, they will just present it to me, and I will know what is the ingredients because of the smell. And sometimes I have to shower myself because I cannot um like take care of my own smell, because I smell so bad. So I don't really need anybody to tell me anything. I know. And I'm here now, staying in the hostel. So I'm undercover as a mother, and I'm undercover. I'm with a lot of young people, and like during the day, most of the men is wear nothing on tops. So I don't know what to say about that. That make me depressed. Um, and then even the ladies, the girls, most of them wearing like bikinis on top. I'm afraid that if I do that, they will run away from me or reported me to the police. And I don't know, like they might need like a psychiatrist after because they might have trauma. I don't know. It's just yeah, I had a diagnosis as major depression. What is that? Almost 20 years ago. So I was in the hospital for like almost 3 months because I'm afraid going out. And so like when they asked me, "Are you still want to suicide?" I said, "Yeah." But I just thinking like I just don't want to go out. Like I just want to stay here. And like everybody, some people said that they don't like to be in. I said like I don't like to be out because at least at the inn I will just sleeping and eating, and sometimes somebody like ask me something nice. Nobody tell me why you didn't do this or didn't do that. I mean, my mom is not there. If my mom is there, she will ask. So yeah, so it feels so nice. Um, and they also diagnosed me with borderline personality disorder, and even that make a lot of the psychiatrists and the other doctors and the psychologists like concerned because they could not stick to the diagnosis to me. So the other person say yes, the other person say no. So I think I'm kind of good in manipulation because I can manipulate myself as well, not to believe that I have something that's so good. Like and they will say like, no, 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 no. So it is everything is there. And some people told me that why you're depressed because you have everything. So it's like, yeah, I don't have life. So that's all that I want. At that times, my kids was taken by my ex-husband, and my mom and my dad was not so happy to me. I was not doing well in the office. Yeah, and then my family doctor was angry with my psychiatrist because my family doctor also didn't believe that I have depression. So how can you make people believe that you have depression when the psychiatrist said that like you have to fake it until you make it? I think I'm good in faking it, that I'm not depressed, believe on that. So, yeah, it's really not good when you are good in faking. And other than that, I think I'm just lucky that I have healthcare, because if not, I will be still in the hospital, because I saw some of my not friend, my other people that is in the same hospital with me 20 years ago. They are still in the hospital. So I'm glad that I can really faking it. So I'm getting out. And thanks to comedy, I can tell you that. But please don't tell anybody else's, because they will put me back in. So this is the song. So this is about how I'm grateful to have the what you call that, the incident how my dog has to be taken away, either got injected to die or deported. I mean, not deported. You have to get somebody else's adoption. A chance to adopt, that's rarely done. You're a lady, cute like hummingbird, but hurry. It's happy, well trained, lovely, willing to please, still look good despite chronic disease, including depression. But hurry, it's happy, single, committed, good-looking gentleman. That's what I'm looking for. With a big house and a big instrument. Yeah, a little bit big is okay too. But hurry, please happy. Thank you so much. Fake it until you make it. If you have depression, just like me. Thank you.
Give it up once more for Sylvie, guys. Sylvie. That was a beautiful piece of music at the end. And just one moment. Great job, Sylvie. Great job. And but once more, I have to say that I'm not responsible for grabbing the world. That's fake news. Sorry, but there are people misleading you. I'm a great guy, and definitely regarding mental health, I will make mental health great again and stronger than ever, like nobody's ever seen, because otherwise my name isn't Donald if I don't do that. So That's me. That's me for sure. And I gotta say, we're almost coming to the end of the show, and I just have one more thing to say before I call on to give some remarks. I just want to say I am launching a new campaign. It's called Make America Laugh Again, like always. That's right. Or as some people say, Malala. Malala. Say it with me. Malala. Somia, can you say Malala?
Mala.
Malala.
That's right. You and I are going to make comedy great. We're going to make America laugh again, like they always have. And thank you so much for coming. You have been a good audience, and I really hope you enjoyed the show. You have anything you want to say? Somia?
Um, yes, it was a fantastic show. I mean, I enjoyed every part of it and lots of things to learn, especially about Donald Trump. Maybe I got to know the real Donald Trump from here.
That's great. That's great to know. See, this is the real me. Anything else is fake news. Whatever you read, fake news. Whatever video you watch, fake news. Because this is the real me. It can't get any better than this. So thank you for coming, and thank you to the other audience members for joining us today. Al Chan, great guy. Not related to Jackie Chan, but he is great. Thank you. Asil, thank you. Hisamuddin, Narendra Reddy Lachampadi. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but his first name sounds a lot like the first name of my best friend in India. Yes, there's another Narendra
Yes.
who's my friend.
Thank you.
So thank you, Narendra, for coming. I like you a lot, a lot. So with that, I will pass it on to Lorna. Lorna, the stage is yours for the final remarks, and we will conclude the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the Donald.